Good evening, and here we go. Good evening. I hope you're ready to have some fun. Good evening. Good evening.
This is your night.
Get ready for the party of a lifetime. May the proceedings begin.
What up? Thank y'all for joining me tonight, March 23rd, 2017, live. We right here on WSUT Radio, Simply United Radio. You tuned in live right here on the Man Cave Show. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's still March Madness. Nothing's changed. It's still March Madness. Which means, man, March we bringing you topics that most people are scared to talk about, but most people do talk about them, but we give you a real perspective from it. And I'm here to talk to y'all. So what's going on, man? Talk to me. Phone lines will be open in the next half an hour. Tonight, I'm only doing an hour tonight, so don't shoot me. It's for a reason. I'm working on a lot of things for the show, but and I wanted to save some of the content for Saturday's show. Saturday is going to be a great show. I want to give a round of applause real quick to those who tuned in Saturday, and even though it was St. Patrick's Day, and I know a lot of you Black Irish people went to go to Savannah to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But I appreciate you all tuning in and catching us on demand. So if you missed this episode, if you know somebody who listens that you share my shows with, definitely let them know that you can catch them on demand. The link is you can follow me on Facebook on my Facebook page, The Man Cave Show. You can look that up online and on Facebook, and follow me on Facebook and definitely keep up what's going on with the show. I got a lot of good news tonight to talk about. And tonight's show is, the title of this show, while you're tuning in, the name of the show is Domestic Violence. I just kept it like that. Something near and dear happened to me this week. For those who my friends who follow me on Facebook and were able to see my post and know that this was very, very touching. I coach women's competitive kickball. I've been doing so for years, and a few days ago, I woke up to some disturbing news to a young lady who had been murdered by her baby daddy, significant other, etc., the mother and the daughter. And I knew of the young lady. I didn't have to know her personal. In this kickball life, in this kickball situation, it's like one big family. We have our arguments, we have our spats, but we're still a family, and we don't let nobody come in between us. Outsiders like it, but it's not a gang, but it's a family, man. We as coaches, we are the men of this kickball world, and we have our ups and downs with these ladies, but we should be protecting these ladies and protecting our sisters, period, even outside of kickball. Sometimes, and I was having a discussion tonight with a young lady, one of my kickball sisters, and she was saying, you'd be surprised how so many ladies are going through it, but you can't really tell. You kind of can, but you kind of can't. And that's really a touchy situation. So I'm going to open up the phone lines later for any woman who knows somebody that's going through it, or if you have been through it, please share your testimony and help another young lady to not be victim to domestic violence, to that detrimental level of death, where that could have been prevented. And I'm an advocate for, and I'll share to you why later, but I'm an advocate for change within our relationships with how we interact with men and women, how, relationship-wise, how sometimes we got to hear each other out. A man should never talk with his hands unless he's really, truly defending himself. And we'll touch on some of those subjects later, and how we can prevent or how we can recognize when somebody's truly going through it. So, without furthermore ado, I want to say tonight will be a lot of the show will be talking about that. We'll talk, most of the shows I always end up talking about relationships anyway, because I try to be like the Black Dr. Phil sometimes. But tonight is more so near, true, and dear to my heart, because I've witnessed domestic violence cases and had to intervene in some, and I want to talk about something personal to me, so I can share a testimony. So therefore, like I said, it may be some kids going through it. Some of my listeners, you may be going through it, or may know somebody true that's really going through it. And I want to be able to. You can't save everybody, but if it falls on deaf ears, I understand. But if it falls to somebody that's listening, and I want you to share your testimony. You can be anonymous. You can call in. I'll open those phone lines later. But I don't want to wake up to the news again and have a young lady who life was taken away, her and her daughter, because of some dudes' insecurities and some dudes, issues. It should never come to that point. So we're going to talk about that later in the show. I'm definitely going to talk about news you can use on the show tonight. Definitely got that going on tonight. I'm going to also have my Coon of the Week. I think that what's funny about that is, or what's funny about the Coon of the Week this week, I had to make a decision on this one, because this was a tough decision this week. Thank you. Because, and I want to say I think I'm going to end up having one for this show and one for Saturday's show as well, because there's just that much coonery going around. And we need to definitely have this discussion. Saturday's show will be, I want y'all to follow me on Instagram as well, the Man Cave Show _WSUT Radio. Follow me on Facebook as well. And I want you to be able to know when and where I'm going to be doing my Saturday show. I'm going to make my Saturday shows Saturday Night Live, because I'm getting great feedback. I'm going to build up into a live show where you, as well as, you, my fans and people who support, to be able to interact live as we do this podcast and live and for the people. We're a community station, so we're going to be active in the community. So I'm going to take some suggestions on areas and places. If you have a small business, like a beauty salon or barbershop, or it could be a restaurant as well. Throw me somebody, or if you know somebody that has one, I want to come live to your spot. And we could talk business. I'm going to support your business. You will be the sponsor for the show for that day, for that week, etc. And I want to come out to your venue, and we're going to do a live taping. And I'm going to call it the BOB tour, the Black-Owned Business Tour. I want to support Black-Owned business so you can see firsthand what's going on, no matter how small, no matter how big, and hear me on this one. I'm for my people. I'm for building my communities, right? I'm for building my people, but I don't discriminate. If you know other small business owners, minorities or non-minorities as well, I'll come out to yours as well. But let me first get my people straight first, and then I'll come to you all too as well. So then we can all work together, because I'm all about, I'm for the people, not just black. I'm for minorities. I'm for non-minorities, because we're all in this world together, and we got to stop acting like we're not. But I need to take the stand and better my people first. And you'll see, and I hope you all ride that ride with me as we continue to grow. And if anything, that Trump has shown us that we need to be more unified than anything. So I'm going to talk about that too as well. So tonight, I'm giving away as well. I'm giving away tonight a $25 gift card for your use tonight. If you can guess tonight's old school song of the day. I've had 2 legitimate winners that have won my old school song of the day. And you got to be quick though, because if you're in the chat on Facebook, or you could text or call in, and definitely look into winning what I'm giving away tonight. Last week I gave away a deposit for a cruise, for a New Year's Eve cruise for Travel Talk with Lo. She's a travel expertise, and she has a New Year's Eve trip that I feel, and I'm all for black people traveling and getting out and exploring the world, but it's something very different she did for New Year's Eve, and bringing the New Year's on a cruise and a trip, and great idea, great concept. So I gave away a deposit for that last week. So you're missing out on some goodies. Hey, we're a grassroots station coming up, podcast station, and I thank everybody for your continued support. And we're still, the Man Cave Show is still the #1 show on Simply United Radio. And I want to thank you all for continuing supporting that. So the bigger you make this show, the bigger the opportunities and the bigger the blessings I can give and bestow upon my listeners as well, and fans. So I just want to appreciate that. So tonight I'm going to get into the news you can use in a few seconds, but right now I want to get into something that, one of my favorite songs, man. And I know, like I told you all who listened last week, we're going to be pushing a lot of independent music. And this brother right here, Anthony David, is no stranger to being independent. I do major independent artists too. Ed, if y'all listen to tonight, Record Breakers with Ed as intended comes on at midnight tonight. And he plays a lot of artists you've never heard before, but it's quality music. I will be incorporating some of that music on my show as well. But I hit you with the major independent artists, music that's in my consistent rotation, like Foreign Exchange, like some of Jay Dilla's music, Fonte, Eric Roberson. Eric Roberson has a new project. It's coming out. It's called Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'll be getting to that next month on the show. You got Anthony David, Algebra. These are a lot of independent artists that's out and about, and I'll be bumping their music. But right now, we're going to get into that real quick. Little Anthony David, Forevermore, right here on the Man Cave Show, y'all. WSUT Radio, y'all.